Do you geek? You will.
Hey, what's up my peoples? EmGo here, the freaking geek himself, and today we will be reviewing the Hot Toys Batman v Superman Armored Batman. So here we are, and there he is, and first and foremost, as always, we'll take a quick look at the packaging. So right up front here, you have a nice Batman logo right there, Armored Batman. You can see Batman and Supes there squaring off. Very cool little cityscape there. In the background, Batman v Superman logo. On the side, not much here. You just have a very small type there. MMS 349 Armored Batman 1/6 scale collectible figure. Same thing on the other side. On the top of the box, you just have the Batman v Superman logo. On the bottom, you don't have much of anything. On the back of the box, you just have warning. Please don't eat anything in this box. That could be very bad for you. And when you open the box, kind of opens like a shoebox. You have a picture here of Armored Batman, and you have the credits of all the people who are responsible for the production of this figure. And of course, when you remove this, in there is a tray where the figure and all the accessories sit, and that's basically it for the packaging. So moving right along, here we have the Armored Bats, and he is quite cool. I really dig him. I like this figure. I like it a lot. I really like this look for Batman. Very cool. Again, based off of The Dark Knight Returns. And, yeah, very cool. I do quite like it. So let's get in close here so we can take a look at all this wonderful, wonderful detail. Let's take a look at the head sculpt here. Very nice head sculpt. The helmet detailing is done wonderfully. You can see all the scratches in there. And a very nice weathering effect. Looks very, very cool. You got the eyes right there. They do have a light up feature, and we'll show that off in a little bit. And you can see we have some very nice detail there on the mouth. I mean, granted, this is all we can see of Ben Affleck in this suit, but sure, that looks totally like Ben Affleck's mouth. Looks totally like it. Yeah. 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 The resemblance is uncanny. And going down the suit itself, you can see this nice strap here, which is made of a nice material. Nicely done. And again, the armor itself has more of that just weathering and scratching, which looks really, really cool. Very nicely done. A lot of this armor is made of a soft plastic. It does have some flex to it, so you don't risk breaking anything, which is nice. And going down the arms, got the big gauntlets here with the spikes, which are done like a kind of like a tarnished kind of gold or copper. Right there. You got the gloves, the beefed up gloves with the armor plating on that as well. Got his utility belt. All the pouches again. The nice weathered effect. Very cool. And of course, you have the base bodysuit as well, which again has a nice texture to it. Looks very, very cool. And going down to legs, you can see all the leg armor there. Again, wonderfully detailed. Very cool. Down to the boots. Again, you got the little spikes there. And that weathered gold. His big stomping boots, his soup stomping boots. The big cleats on the bottom. Very cool. Very, very cool. And on the back here, let's move the cape out of the way. You can see all this from the back, his bat butt, and all the armor from behind there. So that looks. The cape is done in a nice cloth, and it does have that weathering effect to it. It actually looks dirty, and you can see the bottom of it is quite tattered, as you can see. Which is cool. Again, this has that nice kind of like weathering and worn out effect to it. Very nicely done. Very, very cool. I love this guy. I love this guy. Come back down a little bit here. You. Now, articulation-wise, the head is on a ball joint, so you get some good wiggly-waggly. I'm the Batman! I'm the Batman! Anyway, you can look up. You can look up a good bit. You can look down a good bit. And again, you have that wiggly-waggly movement. You can only go that far. I turned his eyes on without even trying. That's magic. That is magic that happened right there. I don't know how that happened. It must have somehow hit the switch. Look, his eyes light up. But his head, anyway, can only turn that far before the collar starts to get in the way. How did that happen? Okay, well, let's show off now how this works, since it did it on its own. There's a switch in here. There's your on-off switch, and that's what controls the LEDs and the eyes. I don't know how that got... How did that happen? That scared me a little bit. That shouldn't have happened. Anyway, yeah, he just flicked the little switch there, and his eyes glow. How did that happen? I was just oh, okay. So I just turned his head, and somehow it trips the switch. I don't know if that's intentional or just a happy accident. Okay, anyway. Now the shoulder armor can detach. There is a little hook in here. I don't know if you can see it. There we go. There's a little hook right there. It actually hooks into this little notch right here. And you can detach that to give you a little bit more freedom of movement here with the shoulders. The arms can only go out about that far. Rotation-wise, you can only get his arm up about that far. That's pretty much it. You can't really get any real rotation out of the arm. He does have a swivel. Again, it's a bit limited. He does have an elbow joint. You can get a good, slightly under 90 degrees of bend there. You do have a wrist swivel. It's on the typical, Hot Toys connection there. You get a little bit of wiggly-waggly movement there. The torso, there is an ab crunch there, but you can't really make much use of it, and this will kind of flex and move out of the way for you. Again, this is also a soft plastic, as well as I was saying earlier. So you don't get too much of an ab crunch here. You don't get too much of a waist swivel either, just due to the suit, because the suit is quite tight. The base suit itself is quite tight, so it doesn't allow for too much rotation at the waist, unfortunately. The legs can go forward about that much. Back about that much. Outward movement about that much. Not a whole lot of movement here. You do get thigh swivel. You get slightly under 9 degrees of bend out to the knee, and you can see the knee. This little knee pad here is a separate section here on its own hinge. And his feet can move up, they can move down, and you can get some tilt out of it. So, yeah, the suit definitely does restrict his posability. He's not exactly super posable. He's bat posable. I'm going to turn his eyes off again because I don't want the batteries to wear out. There you go. And it's easy to just pop his head on and off. There you go. So there you have that. So let's run through the accessories that are included with Mr. Wayne. Now you do get some optional hands. Now what are on him right now are just the relaxed palm hands right there. But you do also get a pair of closed fists right there, which again are very nicely detailed, nicely painted with a nice weathering effect right there. Very well done. So you get some closed fists for soup punching. Not soup, the food, like soups, Superman soups, you know what I'm talking about. You also get a hand here for holding the zipline launcher right there, which again, same amount of detail and paintwork, and it looks wonderful. This looks glorious, glorious, glorious. You also get this kind of splayed out, kind of weird, like, no hand. You get one of those right there. Again, same amount of detail and paintwork, and it looks wonderful. And you get a grenade launcher holding hand right there. Again, same amount of detail and paintwork, and looks great. It can also serve as a pointing hand as well. Look over there! So yeah, that's. Now for weaponry, he does have his grenade launcher right here, which is done in black and does have that nice little bit of weathering effect to it, which is cool, and again, nicely detailed. And you can pull the stock back like that. You got these little metal loops here. There's no strap or anything, but if you wanted to, maybe you can get a little strap to loop in there if you wanted to. But still, all around, nicely detailed. Looks very, very good. So you have that. And you also get the zipline launcher, the grapple launcher. You can see that is also very nicely detailed. That looks really cool. The amount of detail is just very, very well done. And the paintwork looks great on this. This looks phenomenal. So you have that right there. And you also get some grenades here, the kryptonite grenades. Let's see, they're, for being so small, they actually are painted very nicely. They have those little bits of silver right there. They even have a little bit of a black wash in there. Very nicely done. So you have this one, and you also have one that is in the open position to dispense the kryptonite gas. Again, same amount of detail, even in that little section there, is very nicely detailed. It's crazy for being such a small piece. So there you have that. Of course, you do get some extra wrist pegs in case you happen to snap the ones that are on them. I always appreciate that. You do get an extra angry mouth, which is all grrr. Oh, look at that. Very nicely done, though. I mean, the teeth look, that's creepy how real that looks. But very nicely done. And we'll show off how this works in a little bit. And you do also get the base. It's very nicely done. You got the Batman Superman logo right there. That little bit of orange glow in there. A little bit of orange right there. Outlining. A little bit of orange and red, rather. Looks very, very cool. And you have the plate right there, Batman v Superman, Dawn of Justice, Armored Batman. Of course, I keep the little plastic film on it because I don't use the bases. I have no space for them. This is just going to go right back in the box, but there you go. Nice, shiny nameplate right there. Very, very cool. And the actual logo itself is on a hinge. You can bring this up and bring up this little support piece, and it just goes into that little notch right there, a little slot. You can have that raised up like that, and that's pretty cool. And of course you get the arm right here for the base, and that just screws in right there. So you just screw that in, all nice and secure like. And then you have the little support piece right here, which is just one piece. It's not the usual two-pronged cradle, it's this one little hook thing, and that just slides over that rod, and that just cradles Batman ever so gently underneath his, anyway, it holds him up, and you can just have him standing right there. Excuse me. Turn your head and cough. Anyway, so you can have Batman displayed right there on the base, and that looks pretty cool. That does look really awesome. If I actually had the space for these bases, I would totally have him standing on that base, but unfortunately I don't have the space for them. But yeah, it looks really, really cool. So, there you go. So we'll put this off to the side for now. And we'll show off his extra mouth. That's right, he has an extra mouth. So to swap the mouths, you just rip his head off. Right there. And what you do is you just take the mouth and you just nudge it down like that, and it just pops out the bottom. Oops, dropped it there. You can see there's a little magnet right up there. And then you just take his angry mouth and you just feed it up through there, push it up, and boop, there you go. Now we'll turn his eyes back on. Beep. There we go. So now we have Mr. Batman, angry mouth. Angry mouth, glowing eyes. Roar! Roar! You know. That's pretty intense. It does look pretty cool, though. When you had the whole effect going there, with the glowing eyes and everything, that does make for a very cool effect there. It looks like he's ready to beat some soups. To beat up some soups. To make him wish he never souped. Make it so he never soups another soup. Anyway. I don't know what I'm saying anymore. Not that I ever know what I'm saying, but anyway. Get back down here. Just for a comparison. Here he is with the Dark Knight Batman, with Christian Bale Batman. If we can get his cape out of the way. There we go. You can see he is quite taller than Mr. Christian Bale Batman. There you have that. And here he is with the Hot Toys Man of Steel Superman. You can see how they look together. There you have that. You can see he's a little bit taller. A little bit taller. There you go. I'm not going to buy the Batman v Superman version of Superman because I have this one and they didn't change the suit that drastically to warrant me buying another one. So, as far as I'm concerned, this is my Batman v Superman right here. So, but I do have the regular Batman and Wonder Woman on pre-order. So, I will be taking a look at those once those come out. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Actually, you know what? Let's show off some of these hands here. Now the hands, of course, the grenade launcher holding hand. It's a bit tight, but you can get his hand in there. You can see he holds it nice and securely. And we'll swap the hands out. Just pop it out. Pop the new hand in. And boop. Oh, come on. I said boop. When I say boop, you boop. No, it doesn't want to boop. Why won't you boop? You boop. You boop because I told you to boop. There we go. Doesn't want to boop. Come on. Come on, man. Come on, man. I need to do this without the gun in his hand. That'll make life a little bit easier. Come on. Get in there. Get in there. No. No, well, let me do this off screen. I'll be right back. You bleed! Anyway, I got it on. There you go. So there he is, holding his grenade launcher right there. And of course, you have the zipline launcher right here, and that just goes right into his hand. Like, oops! That came undone. It just unpegged. Oopsies! Oopsies! Did that break or did that just come? That just came unpegged there. Yeah, there we go. Just pegs in. I did not realize that. Wow. That's the first time that's happened. I may have to glue that in place to make sure that doesn't happen anymore, because that scared me. That scared me a little bit. There you go. So you can hold the, oh, yeah, I'm going to have to glue this back in. What the? There you go. You can hold the zipline launcher right there. And of course, you can pop that on as well. You can see you hold it very securely. Nice tight grip. So there you go. But yeah, be careful with that. I'm definitely going to have to glue that on just so it doesn't fall apart again. That's weird. There you go. So you have that. Oh, and the grenades. One thing I forgot to show is you can actually take the little kryptonite grenades here and they can go into the chamber. That's as far in as they go. They can just pop right back out. That's cool that you can actually load the grenades in there if you want to. So that's pretty cool. But yeah, there you go. There you have the armored Batman. Very cool figure. I do quite like him. He's big. He's beefy. He's Batman. Very limited in his posability, but oh well, what are you gonna do? I still think he's a really cool figure. Quite happy to have him. I am definitely, definitely do not regret my purchase. Very, very cool figure in my opinion. So there you go. So if you would like an armored Batman or any other Hot Toys or Batman v Superman toys, you can always check out BigBadToyStore.com for availability. There will be a link in the description down below, so check that out. You can also check out my Batman v Superman and Hot Toys playlist for any reviews you may have missed. Also linked in the description down below, so check that out as well. And I think that's it, so don't forget to check out EmGo's, check out Lori Plan, follow me on Twitter, all of that good stuff down in the description below, and I think that's pretty much all there is to say. So, there is the Hot Toys Batman v Superman Armored Batman, and this is EmGo saying, remember, you don't stop playing because you grow old because you stop playing. Be geek, be proud, justice in your face! Oh. Hey, Bruce. Well, here I am. I can see that, but why exactly? Because I'm going to fight you. Fight me? Yes. You are going to fight me. That's right. Let me ask you something. Do you bleed? You ask me that every time we get together, Bruce. I mean, at this point, the words have lost all meaning. I mean, seriously, stop. Just stop. And what's with the suit? I mean, is that supposed to give you, like, super strength or something?
Well, this? Oh, no, it just looks really cool. Makes my eyes glow. To strike fear into your heart!
Yeah, no, I'm not feeling any of that. You do realize I'm pretty much indestructible, you know?
Oh yeah? Well, just so you know, I am a master of combat! Hey, what's that over there?
Over where?
Ah!
What was that?
Ah! Ah, seriously? Seriously? What are you made of? What are you made of? Oh, but seriously, I could totally kick your butt. I could kick your butt, I'm Batman. Oh, that hurts so bad.